Hello again. So have you got your pen and your bit of paper ready? Because we've got this community news for you regarding 3 absolutely wonderful creative writing and performance workshops which are coming up for primary school aged children, approximately between the ages of 9 and 13. Now the events are happening on Saturday the 29th of November this year, that's 2014, in case you had forgotten, at the Penicuik Library. Now the day starts off at around about 10:30 in the morning, and things should wrap at about 12:45. Now these events are being brought to you by the mysterious team, so mysterious that I don't actually know their names. Might find out. Let's keep reading. But the mysterious team were the people that were behind the Penicuik Epic. Now the Penicuik Epic was a creative writing competition which was children from 5 Penicuik primaries entered. There was a winner, but there was 83 stories that were submitted, and the mysterious team felt that the 83 stories were actually so good that what they had to do was the right thing, and that was publish all of the stories. Now the stories in the Penicuik Epic, the stories are set in Penicuik, the characters are set in Penicuik. It's all about the villains and the mysteries and all of the strange things that happen in Penicuik, and really the way that the stories are written, it's all about saving Penicuik, which has got to be a good thing. Anyway, so the same team that have put that together are working on these creative writing and performance workshops. I have got all of the contact details for who you would need to get in touch with, and I'm going to give you those shortly, but I thought I would share with you a little bit about what you might expect. Now remember, the places at these workshops are free of charge, and they're for children of primary school age between 9 and 13. The way that the workshops are set out is that the first of the workshops runs from 10:30 a.m. through till 11:30. That's a creative writing workshop with the author Janice Mackay. All 24 children, so there's a maximum of 24 spaces at this, all 24 children will attend this creative writing workshop with Janice Mackay. Now Janice Mackay is no less than the winner of the 2013 Scottish Children's Book Award, and her book, The Accidental Time Traveller, was voted for by 38,000 children. So this is the author that's leading this workshop is a very, very good author. I've been looking at some of their stuff on their website and watching some videos, and I actually think the kids will have an incredibly good time at this workshop. But the idea of the first workshop, the creative writing one that Janice is going to be leading, is that basically the budding writers and performers are invited to bring pictures of Penicuik or things that they will be able to sort of connect to Penicuik that they can use for their inspiration for their creative writing. So basically photographs of the 9 to 13-year-old, that could be your children, it could be you. Could be you if you're between 9 and 13 and you're thinking, here, I would like to do this, especially if you've read Janice's book, The Accidental Time Traveller. I've had a little bit of a look at that, and I think I might have a bigger look at it a little bit later on, because it looks rather good. It's all about a character called Saul who meets a girl called Agatha Black, but they've time travelled, or one of them has, but I won't spoil it. You have to go read the book. So the workshop's fun and suitable for people who might really like writing just now, but also people that might need a bit of encouragement. So again, it could be that you know somebody that you sort of think they do come up with good stories, but if they think, oh, I'm not very good, this could be the very thing to help build their confidence. So that workshop runs between 10:30 and 11:30, and that's for all 24 participants. Remember, the places are free, which is wonderful also. So from 11:45, the 24 are going to break into 2 smaller groups, and there's going to be a performance workshop and a separate developing characters workshop. Each of these workshops runs from 11:45 until 12:45. As I said, maximum 12 children in each of those. So the places are limited, so you might want to be sort of pretty quick about this, especially when I give you the information. You might want to just run off and email and phone and stuff like that. But the performance workshop, we're really quite excited about this one here at Crystal FM. It's led by local writers and amateur actors Sarah Innes, Peter McNabb, Zoe Furnival, and others from the Pentland Writers and the Inspired Writers. Now, I believe that Pentland Writers might be some of the mysterious people. Now, in the performance workshop, they will help you, if you're one of the budding writers that's on the workshop, bring your story to life through a performance style of reading with a certain amount of acting. Let's see what I did there. I put on my acting voice. The participants, if you're one of them, you can bring what you've written either before the workshops or in the workshops that you did with Janice earlier on in the morning or wherever. Bring your writing though, because it's important. We want to hear your voice and your writing with your ideas, and with all of the help and support that you're going to get from those wonderful people that are there. You will be able to figure out how best to make your stories be heard or listened. And again, as I said, the really exciting bit is the opportunity to perform them for Crystal FM. So what we'll be there do is we're going to be there. We're going to record some of these performances. In fact, we'll probably record most of the performances, knowing us. We'll record these performances and we will play them out on Crystal FM. Obviously, with the permission of the person that's written the story, because it's your work, but I can't see why you would say no, because it's going to be wonderful. You're going to have people in Penicuik and beyond, Lone Head, all sorts of places will hear what you've written. That's got to be exciting. This workshop, the performance one, it's a one-off workshop, but we are going to follow up with more radio recording sessions here at Crystal FM. So we're going to be able to meet up with all you budding writers, and if you want to actually be on the radio, you could read your story out live. You could have your story recorded, because we've got a nice little recording studio here. We could record your story and then play it out, and you can tell all of your friends and things like that. Or you can tell, if you're one of the grown-ups listening thinking that you want your child to be going to this, all of the aunties and uncles, everybody that knows you can actually then hear your story on the radio. All of the writers that are involved in the performance workshop help make the Penicuik Epic happen. But that is one of the two performance workshops that's happening 11:45 till 12:45. The other one is developing characters. Now, it is led by a local author, Anita John, who is part of the Pentland Writers, and by definition, one of the mysterious team. Anita's a bit mysterious. And what Anita will do is she will help you figure out, what does your character look like? If your character in your head looks a bit too much like Harry Potter, Anita might help you sort of come up with things that will help your character be unique and be wonderful. What do they look like? What food do they hate to eat? What do they like to eat? What clothes do they wear? What school do they go to? What's their favourite TV programmes? What are all of those things? Do they like homework? I bet you they don't like homework. I don't think I could write a child's character that liked homework, but there. But those are some of the questions that you'll be able to ask of your new characters. Now, you might have a character from a story you've already written, or somebody that's brand new that you create in the morning, but if you've got a pencil and some paper, then you can sort of sketch things out and have lots of fun. Anita has written stories for adults, but all of her stories are told through the eyes of children. And Anita was published in 2013 as well. Her first book, Child's Eye, was out, and as I said, she is part of the mysterious team, so they're becoming less mysterious. They're not mysterious in a spooky way, mysterious in a nice way. If you would like to book a place for your 9 to 13 year old, or if you are 9 to 13 and you would like to go, you really need to go check with mum or dad or somebody that can sort of check things out and make sure that everything's okay for you to be there. We wouldn't want you just sort of like turning up without any other adults or that knowing that you've actually just sort of disappeared for a Saturday morning. That wouldn't really be very good. So make sure you, if you're one of the 9 to 13 year olds that you're thinking you would like to do this, do have a word with somebody, mum, dad, whoever, that can actually sort of help you book your place. But to book your free place, you can go to the library, and now that's the Penicuik Library on Carlops Road, or you can call them on 01968 664 050. This is me giving you the proper information now rather than just rambling on. So it's the library at Carlops Road, and you can call them on 01968 664 050. Now, if you've got any queries about the event, or if you think I'm not sure if it is suitable for my child or for me, you can email PCAA. Now, that's the 4 letters, PCAA, at penicookarts.org. Now, Penicuik Arts is all one word, no spaces, no dots. So I'll read that email address for you again. It's PCAA at penicookarts.org. Or you can call Ruth. Ruth is another person that's behind the team, and Ruth has got a mobile number, and I'm sure she would be delighted to hear from you if you've got any questions, or if you would like to organise a place. Ruth has got more of the details for you, although I'm giving you quite a lot of detail just now. So call Ruth on her mobile. Now, that number is 07818 061918. So that's 07818 061918. We have actually put links to all of this information on the Crystal FM Facebook page, and if you go to the Crystal FM Facebook page, you will see, because we put one up this morning, we've actually linked to the Penicuik Arts Facebook page. So you could either look for us, Crystal FM, or you could look for Penicuik Arts, and if you go to either of those Facebook pages, you'll be able to find the links through to the information. Okay, so because it's been a long time since I started actually talking about that, and we're coming up to 4 o'clock, the title of these groups, it's all about let's hear your voice, share your writing. Okay, so it's the 3 creative writing and performance workshops. The one that everybody will attend, all 24 people that get their places, is the creative writing workshop with award-winning author Janice Mackay, who basically Children's Book of the Year last year, for The Accidental Time Traveller. I think I've got that one right. Yes, it was The Accidental Time Traveller. She's written 2. There's a new one out called The Reluctant Time Traveller as well. So Janice is leading that workshop, and then the group of 24 will break down into 2 smaller workshops, and we are going to be there. Crystal FM, your friendly local community radio station, we'll be there to record the performances and the stories for broadcast on air at a later date. I've given you lots of information. I'm just going to give you that last number again for Ruth if you've got any queries or any other information. 07818 061918. Well, my name's Scott Mackenzie. We have been giving you some community information, basically just really that, the performance workshops are coming up at the end of the month, and it's just coming up for 4 o'clock.